Hi, James Lee Jobe here. Today I'm going to be reading you some poems by Nanao Sakaki, the Japanese wandering poet. Nanao Sakaki was in his 80s when he died in the year 2008. He was a wandering poet in the tradition of Basho, living out of his backpack, going places on foot, and writing about these journeys in his poems. He walked all over Japan and all over a lot of America. In World War II, he was a Japanese radar man, and on his radar, I'm not sure if it was Hiroshima or Nagasaki, but he saw one of the nuclear blasts, and it affected him greatly, and he sort of became a bohemian type after the war. He was close friends with the poet Gary Snyder here in California, and he spent a good deal of time in the Sierra Nevada mountains here in California. He also walked over a lot of the American desert Southwest. He had 6 collections of poems in English, and he had books published in 8 different languages. So though he lived a very simple lifestyle, he was a very well-read, accomplished poet. I'll be reading you some poems from his collection, Break the Mirror. That's him there. That looks like a very fancy raincoat he's got. If you're going to be outdoors, though, living outdoors. These poems are very Zen-like, and he did have a Zen practice. And the language can be both simple and startling at times. And I love these poems. They tickle me to death. This is called Fade Away by Nanao Sakaki. Fade away the start trail. Fade away the wind trail. Fade away the water trail. Fade away the bird trail. Fade away the butterfly trail. Fade away the animal trail. Fade away the man's trail. Fade away everything. How about you? This is Wanted. Stand high on the horizontal waves, the Southern Cross. Nonchalantly fly over the sacred air, coronet eagles. Endlessly celebrate your dark mountain sanctuary, wildcats. Cover the world over, the green of mangrove. Resound with the sea, rumbling, Bob's morning song. Hold the setting sun steadily, you, Hera's unborn baby. Wanted, a water buffalo, a fishing boat, a Jamison, a loom, and you. Homo erectus amulet. One more bouquet for the tiny watery green star, the planet Earth. Homo erectus amulet. No two the same voice, no two the same eye, no two the same destiny. But with only one heart, we human beings are born. But as many voices of human beings, as many eyes, as many destinies, why so crazily varicolored are human minds? The end of August 1983. 3 top articles in today's Tokyo newspaper. To Japanese politicos, huge donations from big corporations. At teachers' unions gathering somewhere in western Japan, incredible violence by right wing. Tomorrow, September 1st, 60th anniversary of 1923 Tokyo earthquake, magnitude 7.9. The dead, 99,331. Missing, 443,476. Clouds and wind are drifting together in blue sky, on the watery and green earth, spiderwort, pampas grass, and chamomile. Flowers and seasons are rotating together round Earth's axis. Me, Homo erectus amulet, on the way home from a big town. Heavy pack on my back. Casually I halt my steps. A cloud of horseflies are tempted by my sweaty skin. In front of me, 1 meter, a viper winding her way. In front of me, 2 meters, 2 Spanish flies hopping. In front of me, 5 meters, a dragonfly and a swallowtail crossing each other. In front of me, 10 meters, 3 crows flying off. More than the number of all living things on earth, why so crazily varicolored are human minds? Homo erectus amulet. One more bouquet for the planet Earth. Tomorrow's wind could be north, south, east, or west. It's lovely. A biography. This is a very brief poem. Many things to be done. Many more things left behind, undone. Therefore, nothing to do now. Spring wind shifts over my vacant face. This is called Gloves for Alan, 60 light years old glove, is the inscription, and it's for Allen Ginsberg, who was also a friend. February midnight, cloud-covered sky, 0 degrees centigrade, blew out the kerosene lamp. I watched the flame of burning oaks in the fireplace. No moon, no stars, no snow. No wind, no friends to chatter with, only the murmur of a brook. Wandering eyes of mine are captured by 4 pairs of gloves, which are drying and warming themselves around the fireplace. 2 cotton pairs, 2 leather pairs. Oh, my dear gloves, my brothers, unusually warm winter, little snow, thin ice. Still, it's not so easy to dig out snow-buried firewood without your help. Supple cotton gloves, you come from the showy, flowery bowls of a plant. Tough leather gloves, you come from the skin of a cow who eats plants and gives us milk. But someday, you, the gloves, will be broken down to miserable rags, and together with exhausted Hong Kong flowers, together with exhausted plastic dolls, one day you will be burnt to ashes. Me, a glove, supple and tough one, to protect somebody's fingers from frostbite. If possible, to relieve somebody of his suffering by my hands, at least to be in good shape for tomorrow. Clad in the human skin for the time being, squatting at the fireplace with 4 pairs of gloves, watching the flame of burning oaks, I make my body dry and warm. As your pillows for the night, oh, my dear gloves, my brothers, a smile's blooming on my cheeks. Sleep well. This is called Travel Light. Travel Light, Nanao Sakaki. Pleasing smell of sea urchins and sweet potatoes around the burning driftwoods. Stormy night of spring. In East China Sea, on the beach of a tiny island, I find myself sitting in a cave with 100 human skulls who died by smallpox 300 years ago. One by one, I listen to their stories all night long. As the rosy dawn streaks, one of them mumbles, "To travel light, why don't you leave your skull here?" One of the more amazing things about Nanao is, surrounded by skulls, I'd be freaked out all night. In a cave surrounded by skulls? I don't think so. But he could find some humor in the situation. A very short poem, not titled. In the rain there runs a thunder's laughter. Come, come, rain. In the rain there runs a thunder's laughter. A thunder's laughter. In the rain there runs a thunder's laughter. Come, come, rain. And I'll finish with soil for legs. Soil for legs, axe for hands, flour for eyes, bird for ears, mushroom for nose, smile for mouth, songs for lungs, sweat for skin, wind for mind. Just enough. The poetry of Nanao Sakaki. Nanao, N-A-N-A-O, Sakaki, S-A-K-A-K-I. Check him out on your own. Perhaps hit your independent bookstore for curbside pickup of Nanao's books. It's a worthy read. Thank you for your time. James Lee Jobe from the city of Davis, California.